to Cabral Housecall. I'm Steve Cabral, board certified naturopathic doctor, and today we have some great questions on a Mindset Motivation Monday that are going to help you hopefully take your own results to the next level. These three questions are actually super common. So what I wanted to say was, how can we take these common questions and condense them into three easy topics that I can go into a little bit more with you to help take those results again to that next level. And that's really what it's all about. You don't have to get where you're going next week. You just have to start to move there incrementally and make sure that you have this upward trend of getting better and better results each and every week, each and every month. I'll tell you, by the end of a 6-month period, a 12-month period, you won't even recognize or remember the person that you were before. All right, so today's first question is, what's the best excuse for not going out? Basically, one of the questions we get is, what excuse can I give of I don't want to go with my friends because I'm worried about cheating on my diet, all of these things. I don't love that plan, and I'll tell you why. I want you to be a little bit more self-confident. I want you to be able to make those hard decisions, which are always going to happen in life. You're never going to get away from making these challenging decisions, these challenging choices. They're going to come up in one setting or another. I would personally just have you be honest with your friends. Honesty is always the best policy, and you're simply just going to go out with your friends and you're going to order a healthy meal, and you're just going to say, you know what, guys? I'm trying to reach X. This is my goal. I just haven't been feeling well. I haven't had the energy that I want. My skin hasn't been my best. I've been feeling like blah. I've been tired. And what I'd like to do is for the next 3 weeks, I'm really trying to follow this plan, this nutrition plan. So what it has me doing is this, and you just start to explain it. Now, again, you might get some joking around, different things like that, but you put it out there on the table. You've been really open and honest with people, and people respect that. They really do, especially if they are true friends, true family. I don't love the excuse part of it. Sometimes there is a compromise, and my clients do personally like to say when they go out with their friends, they just say, you know what, I'm not feeling that well, so I don't think I'm going to drink tonight. And you know what, that might be maybe pushing the truth a little bit, but the truth is if you do drink, right, you're probably not going to feel that great. So you can look at it however you want. I just love the policy, just saying, this is my goal that I'm trying to reach, and I'd love your support. This is what I'm trying to do. I still want to hang out. I still want to have a great time with you guys. Love hanging out. I'm just going to be doing this. That's the only thing that's going to change. So you can decide what plan of action you feel is best for you. I've talked about kind of like 2-3 week sabbatical from kind of just doing your own thing for a little while, and your friends aren't going anywhere, your family's not going anywhere. But at the same time, I think it's still okay to go out with those friends if you have that confidence and just being able to explain yourself and do those specific things. So you choose what's right for you. Just never feel like you're depriving yourself of any situation, because then it's just not going to last in the long term. All right, second question today is, so what should I eat when I go out to make a tough situation that much better? So meaning, like, I personally believe you can go out to any restaurant really in the world and make the best you can out of it. Maybe it's not the best choice, but I call it a relatively great choice. So even if you're going out for, let's say, like Thai food or Chinese food or one of those things, you can find a steamed vegetable and chicken dish with no sauce. Like, that's a perfectly acceptable dish going out to a restaurant, and you just went out to Chinese food or Thai food or whatever it might be, and you made a great choice. There's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely perfectly acceptable. You could even ask for a little brown rice on the side. I mean, I think that's a pretty easy choice. Another would be going to a typical American restaurant, and you're going to order a fish dish. Now, will it be wild caught? No, but you're at a restaurant and you're trying to make your best relative choice, right? So you're going to order maybe the fish or chicken, and you're going to say, well, typically it comes with mashed potatoes and it comes with a vegetable medley. You say, instead of having the mashed potatoes, could I simply have the chicken with the asparagus and then an extra side of either asparagus, or look in the menu and look for another vegetable and ask for that vegetable instead. Just substitute that. Just say, you know what, I can't eat mashed potatoes or whatever it might be. And people are so willing now, because of food sensitivities and food allergies, to absolutely be okay with that request. And then what about sauces? Well, you can just ask for the sauce on the side, or like I say, can you just simply bring olive oil on the side? And most restaurants are happy to oblige. They have olive oil at, 90% of all restaurants? So that's going to be really easy for you to do. So what I'd say is, never shy away from going out to a restaurant, any restaurant that your friends want to go to. Just make that best relative choice based on the food choices that you're allowed within your own elimination or nutrition plan that you're following. Very simple, very straightforward. And you know what? It's all about the experience, and it's all about the environment and having fun with friends and family. It's not all about the food. The food comes secondary to the experience. Enjoy the experience of the community of being with people. All right, the third question. So I'm going to start talking more about kind of like family-based questions, children-based questions, those types of things. Because if you don't even have your own kids, you have brothers, sisters, other people that you can relate to, that these questions are important and that you should be able to help friends and family out. That's what it's all about. We're all in this together. We're all trying to help each other out. So one of the questions I get a lot, is it okay for my kids to have cake and other sweets when they're out at birthday parties if we're trying to limit them when they are at home? So one thing I would say is, one of the nice things in life is these holidays and these get-togethers with friends and family. So I would say this, if you're being great with your kids 90% of the time, just like you're trying to be with yourself, I don't have a problem with having a smaller serving size of one of the treats at a party. Like you're going out to a party and all the kids are having cake, and if your kid's sitting there and it's the only one not having cake and it's the only option, meaning like maybe fruit was served, they could have fruit instead. I've done that many, many times with my daughter, and she's totally happy with that, totally okay with that. And then other times they're just serving cake, and so we just ask for a small sliver, and my daughter has some cake with the other kids, and that's that. We just keep it at that. We don't deprive her of that. We don't make her feel like she's, an odd one out or anything like that, but we just say, this is a special occasion, you're having some cake at your friend's birthday party. It's not going to carry over into having dessert every night or all of these different cakes, things like that every night. And why? Simply because they're not healthy things for our children. They're sweets that hopefully we're not putting in our own body. And so why would we put them in a body that's even far more susceptible to that? Because it weighs 1/5, 1/8 the weight of what we do. And it can't even tolerate that type of sugar or processed food content. Kids are susceptible to these things with learning, with mindset, with attention span, concentration, mood, health, sinus congestion, mucus production, all of these things are related to their immune system and the food they put in their body, so it's really important. I'm not going to get into it too deep today, but what I do is, when I feel it's appropriate, every once in a while, that means not every week, not every day, my daughters are allowed to eat these specific things, and it's fun, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, as long as it is an every once in a while occasion, which is the same philosophy that I follow myself. I try to be that role model as best as I can, but of course, there are desserts and there are things that I like, and there are occasions that I want to have these things, and I have them. But I know that if I'm being great, I've already reached my goals, I can do these specific things when I choose to. So as a parent, these are never easy decisions. You do the best of what you feel is right for you and your kids, and that's really all that anyone can ask for. That is it for today. It's another Cabral House Call. Thank you for your questions. Again, feel free to just go to StephenCabral.com/Ask Cabral and enter your questions. We'll answer them on an upcoming Cabral House Call. Thank you for just tuning into the Cabral podcast. Before you go, I want to let you know that this is the last week to enter our January contest. All you have to do is go to CabralPodcast.com and it's free to enter. You can win over $2,000 in prizes, and these are all health, weight loss, and anti-aging based tools that we use in my Boston practice every single day with clients. So it's anything from the Dr. Cabral Detox, the Daily Detox Shake, Functional Medicine Labs, our nutrition plan that we use with our weight loss clients and wellness clients, our supplement cases, everything. So go check it out. Even if you just want to see what we use, go to CabralPodcast.com, and right there you can enter within, I think, probably 10 seconds. It's free to enter. I look forward to hopefully pulling out those names at the end of this month and seeing if you are the winner. Talk with you soon.